And I would say on the whole, don't you think the police department is very courteous?
Oh, good gosh, yes.
Really,
They're
really
wonderful
nice
here.
guys.
They're wonderful here. This is
Yeah.
a magnificent place.
From the East Coast, for me, I used to feel a little hesitant, like, oh man, do I have my lights on, or you know? But here, it's more like I feel like they're here for my security to help me out and make sure everything's good.
City walks by, there's a black older Mustang parked on the west side of the hill on College. And he's 94 subject to that vehicle has a rifle.
When I'm walking home at night alone from a party and I see a dark alley or just an empty sidewalk and I see a cop on the other side, I feel a little safer because I know if something does happen to me, they're there, they can see it, they'll protect me.
And I know some from the history of the department, some bad apples did give the rest of them a bad name. You know, there were a couple that abused their badges, and fortunately they're no longer and haven't been for a long time with the department. But people start painting with white brushes, and those that wanted their viewpoint that was negative about the department to be validated, of course, jump all over that and go, see, that's what I told you. They're all that way. Well, they're not from my experience. My personal experiences have been nothing but professional, courteous, respectful. So I applaud them. I'm a fan.
I used to live here when I was younger, and I moved back here 2 years ago. It seems like it's a lot safer than it used to be.
I have a lot of respect for what the police do in Eugene, and seeing what police departments can be and are in other parts of our country. I really have a lot of confidence in the approach that Eugene takes.
I like knowing that they're here and easily flag down if you need them.
I always feel like they handle themselves pretty professionally, you know. They have a lot of tough situations that they run into on a daily basis, you know. In addition to putting their life on the line every day, it's really great to have them around.
I've worked with some great resource officers in 4J. In fact, every single one of them have been wonderful to work with. And in that work, even when they're doing the hard stuff, even when a student has done something that has gotten them into some trouble, it's not just what they do, it's how they do it. It's always to maintain relationship. It's always to support the student. It's without judgment. It's to say, you know, you made a mistake, but how are we going to move forward? How are you going to use this to grow as a human being? How are you going to use this to make this planet and our community a better place? Just learn from it. I'm here to support you. Our kids see our Officer Johns as a resource and as somebody they can go to when they need help. And that's been wonderful.
If we want to have an economy that gives jobs, and we want to grow, and we want to offer all these different avenues, then we've got to have a place where businesses are comfortable doing business. There's a lot of ways that we can address that. It's not one facet. But EPD plays an important role in how we all move forward together.
I mean, yeah, there have been some cops that come over to the side and ask if I'm okay when they do see me walking home alone, which is nice. It's very courteous of them to do. They haven't offered me a ride, which would have been cool.
They have an outreach program. They are ahead of the curve in a lot of different ways. They're always researching. It's a fantastic police department, and they're very involved in a lot of aspects of the city. Very easy to work with.
Our family had some checks stolen out of our mail. I was very impressed with the detective. They took it all the way to trial. I went to trial, and I felt like they did a really good job. And I also felt, at least with the detective that I was working with, that he was also very compassionate for the perpetrator. And I was very impressed, actually.
I appreciate you being here. I trust you, and I know you're doing a great job.
I will echo that and say, keep up the good work. And we'll cheer you every time we see you pass by.
I would say you guys are great, and I hope that you guys all get raises.
Thank you for making Eugene a better place. Thank you for being out there. Thank you for building relationships. I appreciate you watching over our kids. I appreciate you watching over our community. Keep it up. We need you.